Alright, so in the previous video I made it to the Spirit Temple, but unfortunately there wasn't really anything I could do there. I couldn't enter. So what I'm supposed to do is go back to the Temple of Time, and then become a child again, and then I can use the song that Sheik taught me to warp me back to the desert. Wouldn't it have saved me a lot of time if Sheik just taught me the song to warp me into the desert? I mean, think about it. Why couldn't she have just taught me all the songs from the beginning? Why did I have to go to the place first? I mean, look at the song to warp you to Lake Halea. The Sheik was all the way in the ice cavern, so she didn't have to be in the physical location in order to teach you the song to warp you there. Also, I just find the order of the songs kind of strange, because you have to get into the Shadow Temple and get the song to warp you there before you can go to the Spirit Temple. So why is the Shadow Temple one after the Spirit Temple? Maybe they're... I mean, most of the other songs are in chronological order of when you get them. Maybe that one isn't for some reason. I'm not really sure how the developers decide on what order to put them in. Hey, hearts on delivery. So not only did those pots not hurt me, but they just delivered hearts to me. Well, who is she? My mother? Why can she tell me that I can't go in the temple? What, does she own the temple? Get out of the way, lady. It's so irritating sometimes that you can't just attack these people. Like, can't you just shove them and push them over or something? Look at that, a bomb doesn't even do anything. Wait, hang on a second. First of all, who are his other followers? I thought they were the Gerudos. And second of all, what does she mean he steals from women? So she can steal from men all she wants, and she's still a good person. But the men, they can't steal from women. Well, what's up with that? How sexist is that? Oh, she steals from women, as if that's just the most awful thing you can do. And what do the Gerudos do if someone comes into their land? They just lock them up in prison indefinitely? Like, that's so much better than killing people? I mean, I just went in there with the horse. I didn't even do anything wrong, and I was just thrown in their prison. Now, I'm not saying she's the same as all of them, or she would do that too, but she does have some authority there. Who sets the laws? Who sets the policies? It seems like if it's, other than Ganondorf, she would be the second in command, isn't she? So doesn't she have some authority on how people get into jail? So now she's telling me she does want me to go into the temple. Before, when I just asked her about the temple, she said the temple is no place for kids. But now that she wants some personal benefit from it, oh, now the temple's the perfect place for kids. So now she wants me, she doesn't care about my safety, now she wants me as a child to go into the temple with all these monsters. I mean, she doesn't know how great of a fighter I am. I'm probably going to get killed. And she has the audacity to talk about how evil Ganondorf is and how much more moral she is. This is ridiculous. She'll do something great for me. She doesn't even tell me what reward she's going to give me. She just says she'll do something great. Maybe she's going to give me 5 rupees or something. Oh no. So already, right off the bat, I lost my shield. So it looks like these statue things are back. I gotta freeze them first with the Deca Nut, and then slash them back. It really just bugs me, these people, you know, they're trying to act moral. At least Ganondorf, he's not secretive about it. At least he's just comes out it out. He's evil. Then again, he did pretend to be on the king's side, and then he betrayed him. You know, Ganondorf was just lying. I think she really believes that she's moral. Wow, look at that. I got up in the back. You know, it's strange. When I fought that enemy as an adult, he didn't allow me to do that. But now as a kid, what, does he not see me or something? Does he not know where I am? Alright, so I'm trying to get that diamond on the other end there, but there's this green flaming skull in the way. Is this like a thinking, conscious being with its own thoughts and dreams and wishes? Like, what are the intelligence of these monsters? Did it just decide, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and fly around the temple all day? Is its goal to guard the temple? Like, did the dungeon boss tell it you just need to sit there and fly around all day? I mean, if it's trying to guard the temple, it seems like it would make more sense to just stay in one spot. Well, what's it doing anyway? That big old guy just died in one hit from this Korakai sword. I can never pronounce that correctly. Oh hey, got my Deca shield back. On second thought, I think I better wait to re-equip it, because there could be more fire bats somewhere around here. I don't see any fire bats in this room, so I guess I'll just go ahead and re-equip it. Oh jeez, I almost got burned there. That would have really sucked. Okay, so these mummy enemies, there are only about 2 or 3 of these in the entire game, but the only way to kill them is with fire. Now the way you're supposed to do it, you're supposed to slash that diamond and it creates a wall of fire. Then you've got to lure that enemy into the fire, but I just would rather use Din's fire. That's a lot faster. That's why I got the extra magic tower, right? Just now you have to tell me that every time there's a room with one of those creatures in it. I mean, you can see the shadow and hear the noise coming. seems like you'd catch on eventually. I just noticed there are fire bats there, and I obviously don't want to get my shield turned off. No, I bet Din's fire can take out all these bats pretty easily. Wow, but the shadow guy came down and it took him out. I wasn't even expecting that. I mean, I was expecting him to come down, but not while I was using Din's fire. I didn't even know that could happen. Alright, so now I just have to collect the rest of these silver rubies in order to open the gate there. I'm still a little curious as to how these bats can just keep burning and burning forever but never burn up. Maybe this fire doesn't even hurt them. Maybe it's just like a spa retreat for them. They're just getting some nice warmth there. They don't seem panicked or anything about being on fire. They're just flying the way they normally do. Okay, I think this is the last silver ruby right here. Okay, so now that this gate's opened, all these flaming bats will come rushing in. I've gotta take them out. Uh-oh. It's a good thing I didn't have my Deca shield equipped there, because otherwise it would have burned up again. So I think you can also do that using a Deca stick, but it's just faster to use Din's fire, and I've got plenty of magic power to spare. Alright, I got a small key. So now that the fire bats are gone, it should be safe to get the Deca shield out again. I could have gotten the golden spider coin, but since I already have 30, which is enough to get the giant's wallet, that's really all I need. The remaining rewards, I think, are the bomb mouses, bomb bachus, or whatever they call them, and the heart piece, which I'm actually trying to avoid those. So there's really no point in me collecting extra gold spider coins except just for the fun of it. So I guess I'll get that one because it's right there. It's just kind of arbitrary. I just get the ones I feel like getting now. I think I remember this guy from Dodongo's Cavern. Yeah, and just like in Dodongo's Cavern, there's two of them. This seems to be the easiest way to take them out. I just freeze them and then do a jumping slash. There we go, I got both of them. But once again, that's the trouble with having only 3 hearts. You can get taken out pretty quickly. This is one of the few times in the game when you're actually required to have these bomb mouses. That's the only way to get that rock that's up there on the wall. And also, you might have noticed that diamond up there. This is especially helpful if you don't have any bomb mouses. I think it generates a chest which lets you get more bomb mouses. I'm not even sure what you call that. Are you generating the chest, or is it like suspended in midair and you're making it fall down? Where's the chest coming from anyway? Okay, so never mind. The chest you cause to appear only has 5 rubies. It's the regular chest that's there the whole time that has the bomb mouses. Alright, so I'm in this big room. This is a pretty important room because it connects several other rooms throughout the dungeon. I'm going to be coming back here several times. As you can see, a barred door there. So as usual, there are generally 3 big chests throughout a dungeon: the dungeon map, the dungeon compass, and the dungeon's item. So since this is the first big chest and it doesn't come after fighting a mini-boss, I'm guessing this is the dungeon map. This is a pretty big dungeon, so that's probably going to be helpful. Alright, so in this room, as you can see, there are several silver rubies and some unlit torches. Now the way you're normally supposed to do it is you collect all these silver rubies, and then that lights the torch, and then you can use the Deca stick to carry the fire from the lit torch onto all these unlit torches. But that's too much trouble, so as usual, I'm just going to use Din's fire to save some time. So the way I'm doing it is I'm just lighting this torch with Din's fire, and then I'm going to use that fire to light all the other torches with the Deca stick. So I'm just skipping that collecting the silver rubies part. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't make it in time. So it looks like I'm going to have to get rid of these laser eye things. I forgot their exact name. It really irritates me how they can only be killed with bombs. Alright, that takes care of that. So now I just need to use Din's fire again. The good thing I have all this extra magic power. So the reason I swung my sword like that is because that puts the stick away, and if you put the stick away, then it won't burn up. You know, it seems kind of ironic. It seems like if you put a flaming stick inside your pouch, that it would catch you on fire. Or what happens to that pouch anyway? Is it like some sort of endless void in another dimension or something? Probably shouldn't analyze this too deeply, but I've seen this in a lot of cartoons where it seems like they have pockets that can hold way more items or way larger items than they should be able to. Alright, so now I'm just, you know, I'm obviously going around and trying to light all the torches in time. So even this part in itself, without the silver rubies, isn't all that easy. Okay, so now I lit the flames, and now, so there's a small chest that appears. It's probably a key. Otherwise, why would they make you bother to go through all this just for an item that isn't even required? Alright, now I gotta push these blocks out of the way to pull this sun figurine or sun statue or whatever it is into the light. I went to a lot of trouble to get this small chest, so I better get it. Where exactly was it again? I don't think it was up here. Alright, I think I see it now. Alright, so it's a good thing I got that small key. So yet another gold spider there. I'm not even sure why I'm bothering to get this, but I just kind of enjoy it, I guess. And it makes that annoying sound too. Okay, so this is one of the mini-bosses here. Now these pillars, they can't even be destroyed by bombs. The statue has some sort of axe attack, and that's the only thing that can destroy these pillars. You can't destroy them yourself. Now I want to count how many hits it takes to destroy this enemy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Alright, so after 20 hits, it loses its armor, and after 30 hits, it dies. So just keep in mind that bombs do twice the damage of your regular sword. That's why I was counting 2 hits every time instead of 1. Oh no, this guy again? I thought he was gone. I did fine without him. Why does he show up now of all times? Well, you know, I guess this is okay because it's kind of nostalgic. After all this time, you finally see him again. He'll continue to watch me. You know, that's a little creepy. There's gonna be some owl flying up, watching me the whole time, and I won't even know where he is. Well, as long as he doesn't talk to me, then I'm fine with that. Alright, I got the Silver Gauntlets. But these gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Naburo. Well, she made me promise. Because she was just standing in the way the whole time, and the only way she would get out of the way is if I promised. Hey, isn't that the same spell that was used on Phantom Ganondorf to banish him into another dimension or something? That seems like really powerful magic. Why doesn't Ganondorf use that on me? Well, I'm actually really glad he doesn't. Alright, so I just got through the Spirit Temple as a child. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Now all I have to do is go back to the Spirit Temple and turn into an adult. So in the next video, I'm not going to go straight back to the Spirit Temple. I'm actually going to take a little detour and go to the Gerudo training grounds. That's where I can obtain the Ice Arrow and go through kind of what's like a temple. The Gerudo training grounds is actually more difficult than most of the temples. So if you want to see that, look at the next video, or if not, I'll be going through the Spirit Temple as an adult in the video after that.